Good morning, everyone. I'm going to share a bit of news on this Wednesday morning that I imagine will be received differently depending on your point of view. I imagine there will be many of you hearing this today that will understand why we're making these changes, and sort of out of a desire to protect your own vehicle and provide for safety for your car. We'll hear a lot of what I'm about to say pretty positively. Also understanding that there are a number of people that are going to hear this that are also going to be disappointed with these changes. But I'm going to go through these changes to Atlas High School parking and ask for your attention for the next 5 minutes as we make some pretty major announcements and changes. So the first question that I imagine most of you are asking is what exactly is changing in Atlas student parking? And that's a pretty simple answer. It's quite simply that on Monday, March 13th, all students will no longer be able to park in the Atlas parking lot without an Atlas parking permit. This is something we have tried before and admittedly failed. We believe we're in a better position now to execute this, but you can get an Atlas parking permit the same way as you could previously, which is to provide Miss Roma in the front office proof of a valid license, insurance, and registration. Once you provide her all three of those things, notice I said license and not a permit, valid license, insurance, and registration, you will be handed an Atlas parking permit that you will hang in your vehicle. As far as why is it changing, specifically why is it changing now, that's a pretty easy question to answer. As many of you are somewhat aware or have kind of sort of gathered over the year, we've had a number of student accidents, mostly involving unlicensed or uninsured drivers. That just puts us in a bit of a scary situation. We've had our fourth accident recently in the last 2 weeks. Thankfully, these accidents are mostly minor: fender benders, crushed taillights, scraped side panels. But they are expensive, and without insurance, they provoke a lot of problems. And so it's become clear to us with our fourth accident that this current system is not really safe. It's not fair to other drivers who want to protect their vehicles, and it's just not feasible to continue doing. The other big reason why we've changed is because we've recently hired a new Atlas security manager. We've never had that position filled before. Some of you might have met Mr. Johnson, Andre Johnson. He has been around, particularly at arrival and dismissal, and he is coming to us from running security at Palmer High School, and he is very committed and interested to kind of clean up our parking lot situation, and is committed to monitoring daily and enforcing the system of parking rules, something we, again, haven't had the ability to do before, which is why it's failed in the past. As far as what's the penalty, just so you are aware, should you choose to continue to try to park on campus without a permit, there's essentially 3 strikes and you're out. The first offense will simply be a warning. You'll get a ticket on your windshield that says, this is a warning, please do not park on campus without a parking permit. Your second offense will be a ticket for $10 that will be applied to your student account. This will come from your license plate and your vehicle make and model. We'll identify whose vehicle belongs to and apply the charges. You should know that any charges applied to your student account do block your ability to get your family scholarship. And if you're a senior and graduating, it will actually impede your getting your diploma or transcript until your charges or fines on your account are paid. The third offense will be a $25 ticket applied to your student account. And your fourth offense, we've elected not to use a tow company. Tow companies are pretty predatory and very expensive to get your car back. And so rather than towing your vehicle, we have purchased 2 delightful car boots, which you can see here in the picture in the upper left. These will be installed on your vehicle. It will prevent you from moving your vehicle until the boot is removed. And at that point, your fourth offense, it will be $50 to get the boot removed. And you'll pay all of these at the front office. As far as where your student parking is, what you should be aware of, I'm fully expecting that as we start to kind of bring order to this space and ensure that the only people that are driving on campus are licensed and insured and registered drivers, I fully expect the numbers of student drivers will dramatically fall. And so that parking lot where the back parking lot where the cargo shipping containers, which we've used for student parking in the past, is going to be the new only student parking lot. So you must park back there. No longer are you able to park in the staff parking lot. And then finally, when is all of this beginning? We are giving you a little bit of a grace period to kind of submit paperwork to the front office to ensure that you get all your parking permits and have time to do that. We will begin enforcement actively on Monday, March 13th. And again, Mr. Johnson will be patrolling the parking lots on a daily basis, making sure that all of those people who are parking in the student parking lot, in the staff parking lot, in the front parking lot, heck, he's even going to be patrolling the middle school and the elementary parking lots, are only people who are permitted through the Atlas permit system. Please make sure that you're doing this the right way. Again, we cannot continue to have accidents. It's an untenable, unsafe situation. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, Mr. Novak, or Mr. Johnson, and know that all of this information will also be sent home to your families and parents via PowerSchool Messenger and shared at upcoming conferences. Thank you for your attention. Have a good rest of your day.